up, fight fans? Mr. Mustache here. Got some bummer news. If you guys don't know, Jon Jones has pulled out of his upcoming UFC 295 heavyweight title bout against Stipe Miocic due to a torn pectoral muscle, will require surgery and will be out at least 8 months for recovery. Stipe has also been pulled from the card, and they have been replaced by Tom Aspinall and Sergei Pavlovich for the interim heavyweight title fight, which will now be the co-main event of UFC 295. Got a lot to pack in here, guys. Super bummed out about Jon Jones right now. And with everything going on, where he's at in his career, where Stipe is at in his career, it really leaves the question of, is this fight ever even going to happen? Stipe's in his early 40s. Jon Jones is right there in his late to mid 30s. And now they're going to have a title fight as the interim. So it really leaves, like, are these guys ever going to fight? It reminds me of Tony Ferguson and Khabib, you know, like that fight got scheduled so many times. I know it's not as like deep as that, but it really leaves the question, you know, where they're both at in their careers, where the heavyweight division is at. If these guys do fight, is it going to be for a title? Because if Sergey and Tom go out and put on a masterful performance or a great fight, you got an interim title guy, then, you know, you got Jon Jones going to have to fight one of those dudes. So it really leaves the question now, are we ever even going to see Stipe in the octagon ever again? And that fight in general. Like, so that kind of leaves a huge question mark for me. Let's see how things play out. We're going to have to wait to see how that heavyweight title fight between Sergey and Tom plays out, which I love too. I love this matchup. That's the fight to make. That's the purest fight. You got Sergey 18-1. I think he's riding like a 6-fight knockout win streak at the moment, which is like second all time in the heavyweight division. Going against Tom Aspinall, who's 13-3, 13 finishes, 10 knockouts, 3 subs. And his most recent loss was that weird knee injury that he had to Curtis Blades, which is like the one mark on his UFC resume. But besides that, I mean, the guy goes out there to finish. He finishes fights early. I don't even think he's had a single fight in the UFC make it to the 3rd round yet. So I'm very interested to see this matchup because Sergey, he starts so hot, so precise. He doesn't start cold. I mean, he is on the second that bell goes. And his last 3 fights, Tai Tuivasa, Curtis Blades, I forgot the other guy, but he did not let these guys start. He was in their face, landing with clean, powerful punches that just ended the fight so quick. So for Tom, he's going to have to utilize that ground game, get it to the ground quickly, start hot, because Tom is a guy who starts hot as well. He's going to have to be against Sergei Pavlovich. He's going to have to make Sergey miss, go out there, get it to the ground, and find an early submission. And we've seen it happen with Sergey before. His one loss was to Alistair Overeem about 4 years ago. I think that was UFC China. Might have been UFC Russia. I'm not sure. It was a long time ago. I think it was the Curtis Blades and Francis Ngannou Part 2 card. And you saw Sergey have massive success in the stand-up against Alistair early on. But once Alistair took it to the ground, you saw that Sergey was out of his league there, and Alistair found himself a TKO victory there shortly after. So there is a recipe of success for Sergei Pavlovich. Has he patched up those ground game holes? We're definitely going to find out here against Tom Aspinall. But super bummed out about Jon Jones and Stipe Miocic being pulled. I really hope that we do see that fight happen eventually, but who knows if it's even going to be in a title setting with now Sergey and Tom going for the interim title. UFC, they're moving fast, acting fast. I love that they're doing this, keeping the wheels moving, keeping that UFC train engine going. Love it. I love what they're doing. This is the perfect fight to make in this instance. So now we have a new UFC co-main event for UFC 295, Sergei Pavlovich, Tom Aspinall. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Love to hear your guys' thoughts. And guys, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to continue getting more MMA content by yours truly. Mr. Mustache, MMA News out. Let's fucking go, fight fans.